I'm going to share with you how you can use this kind of data lah. How you can use this kind of data. So this data are going to be shared in the YouTube channel, so don't worry. And don't also forget to subscribe my channel lah. So the first one is actually we want to make sure that the data are reasonably good, or the data is being filtered accordingly. What I mean by being filtered, for example, this one is age. So the age is actually some of the respondent answer differently, or they answer in a not a correct form. So we must do some correction lah, or we must update our data. So in this case, I'm going to remove this data that are possibly not reliable. Because I got huge of data, just for example, and giving you some ideas about this topic, and I'm going to remove anything that is not accurate. But if you do not have sufficient data, perhaps you want to recollect the sample lah, rather than you just remove that. Okay, so the first one, I'm going to share with you how you can use the pivot table. So we must use the pivot table first, and then after you use the pivot table, we are going to use the data analysis. So we are going to calculate the chi value. Okay. So the first one, we need to know about our IV and DV. So in this case, our DV is the status, which is whether you are case or control. And then our IV is your type of food. For example, this one lah, orange beverages, and also the status. This is the two example of our focus today. Okay, so how we are going to do that? It's very simple. You are going to focus on the pivot table. Where is the pivot table? This one, right? Pivot table in the insert tab. And then you are going to select everything. So put your cursor on the timestamp at the first one, and then highlight the pivot table. Automatically, the computer are going to introduce a new sheet for you. So we are going to request a status inside the row. Excuse me. And then we are going to request the IA orange also inside the row. And then we want to know the values. And then you put the values there lah. And then we got it something like this. Okay. And then you write accordingly, observe. Observe. So observe, we got the case, and then we got the control. You follow, you not follow? Follow. Okay. The next one will be the status. Status ni means that the status of exposure lah. Status lah. Observe. So so we got the status, case and control, and then we got the eating status lah, which is the exposed and also non-exposed. Non-exposed means that they do not eat lah. Okay? Follow or not follow? So now we are going to put the data. So the first one is the case. How many case, which is eat? So this one lah. Case, yes, and then count of I orange is, yes, case and also exposed, 38, right? Okay, the next one is control is 21. Correct? Wrong. 16. We go to the control. Yes, control yes is 16. Very good, thank you. And then non-exposed. Non-exposed is no, right? 21. And then no for control is 21 also. Correct or not? Okay. So the next one, we want to calculate the observe. So observe, of course, you need to calculate manually lah. So to do that, you need to request for the sum lah. For the sum of the data. You can just highlight accordingly like this. Okay. This one also, you go for the sum. And then you highlight accordingly. Just drag it lah. So total is 96. Same also with this. Correct? Okay, after you finish all these things, now we are going to do the second box. We call it as the expected box. Expected. Same also, status, case and control. And then the next one will be the same, exposed and non-exposed. Okay? Do you got it? So now we are going to play the equation. As you know, the equation is very simple. You just put the equal. equal this one times by this one, correct? And then divide by the total, correct or not? And then you put the enter button. And then if you are so lazy, you can just drag it. But when you drag it, it will become error. No worries. You just drag the error back into the correct position. And then you hit the enter button again. Okay? Because you know the flow already. A here, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, total. The next one also is the same. You drag, it going to become like this. No worries. Bring this one up. Maintain this one at this level. And then bring this one up here. And then hit the OK button. And then you can just drag this one also. You got error again. No worries. Bring this one into this area. And then bring this one, this cursor into this area. And hit the OK button. That is the first approach. The second approach, of course, you can do it manually lah. How? It's equal this one times by this one divide by the total. Okay. Do also the same thing for this. It's equal to this one times by this one 42 and then divide by the total. Okay. Same also goes to this. It's equal to this one 37 times by 54 divide by the total. You got also the same thing. It's equal to this one times by this one 42 and divide by the 96. So finish. Alright. Did you follow me or not follow? Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So now we are going to recheck back our data. Non-expose, expose. Non-expose, sorry. Non-expose and expose. So this one is our observation. And then the next one is our expected. Betul tak betul? Correct or not? So now we are going to recheck. So how to recheck? We are going to total up. So when we click the total, sum is same. 59, same with the observation. So this one also we are going to total it, sum it. And then we are going to drag. Total is the same. Same or not? So now we are going to compute or calculate the chi value. So the chi square value is equal to this one, this formula. Okay, remember. Okay, are you ready? You just put equal and then you type CHI. Okay, I make a repetition. You go equal, you type chi. And then you go into the chi SQTEST, chi square test. Okay. You double click to the chi square test. Okay, I make a repetition again. You put the equal sign. You type the CHI. And then it's going to give you a multiple option. And then you click the chi SQ, comma, test. Click that one. It will become something like this. Okay. And then you must put here, you see, chi square test inside a bracket actual range. Actual range means that observation. So highlight your observation. Highlight your observation. After that, you are going to put the comma dot sign like this. And then it says that please also highlight the expected range. You are going to highlight the expected range. And then you are going to close the bracket. And then you are going to hit the enter button. Automatically, it will give you 0.04191. Okay? I make a repetition. So the first one, you go into a blank cell and column. You put the sign of equal. After you put the equal signs, you type. You know type? Yes, you type CHI. You type the CHI and then you choose the option for the CHI SQ, comma, test, which is example like this lah. You click that one. After you click, it will appear something like this. Okay? And then it says that chi square inside a bracket actual range. Go to your observation, highlight your observation. Highlight only. After that, you push the button according to the setting up of your Excel. Some of the computer only require comma. In my computer, it says here dot comma. So that means I put the dot comma button and then it says expected range. So highlight your expected range. After highlight your expected range, please close your bracket. And after that, you hit the enter button. Automatically, the computer are going to give you the value of the chi-square. Okay? Can you get it? This is the example also same if you want to conduct anything. For example, regression. Contoh, regression, right? Correlation. You want to know about correlation. You go to the equal, you type COR. It will become coral. Coral is the correlation. You highlight both X and Y. You will get the R square. Sorry, not R square. You will automatically got the R. The R lah. The R that you need to calculate manually before. Okay, this is just an example. I hope you can understand.